Good day everyone, I'm Lobelia Caholo.
And I'm Jerrine Valdivieso, and we are here at the College of Arts and Humanities Language Department.
We're here to conduct a mock interview with an experienced English teacher to understand the qualities of an effective macro skills teacher.
So, without further ado, let's go.
So, we are here with Ma'am Edna Esguerra to share her insight and opinions about the macro skills.
So ma'am, our first question is, how do you define an effective English macro skills teacher?
The teacher has strategies on how to teach the four macro skills: speaking, listening, writing, reading. Okay, the teacher should be equipped with strategies so that he or she will meet the needs of each learner.
Next question, can you share an example of how you adopted your communication style to meet the needs of a diverse learner?
Yeah, I base it on my students, okay, the communication style. For example, my students do not understand such a difficult word sometimes, right? Hard to understand. For example, the word as deep meaning. So I will not use those words that are not familiar to them, yes. Of course, they will be able to understand me. Because this teacher me. So most of the time I really use commonly words in English that easy to grasp, easy to understand, especially when I'm handling ESL students.
So the third one po is, how do you ensure that your lessons integrate all the macro skills effectively?
You can integrate one lesson for all the macro skills. For example, speaking, listening, right, and then reading and writing. First, you can have a reading activity. Okay, so for reading, for example, there's a story, and then you choose the words that you want to teach. For example, CH, consonant lengths, right? For example, the sound of CH is ch and k, right? So you choose, and then you identify, you separate them too. So these words are CHEESE, cheese, like that. Cheese, what else? Chose, right? For the other side, CH for cup, chaos. Character, yeah, for speaking and also listening, right? And with that grammar, you can use that in writing sentences, and that's already grammar. That's how you integrate them.
What qualities make feedback effective for developing students' language ability?
Feedback is very important because it makes your students, their confidence in learning, especially in English, a need for the teachers to give to students, okay? For example, oh, you did well, very good. With that, they are assured that it's improvement. And also, you also say that, but you have to work on this one, especially in ESL. You did well in this one, very good. I really like this one. You did very well. But of course, don't forget that you also need to focus on this one. I learned that after you have said positive, you also deal with the student's weakness. Because if you will focus only on the strength, that's the weakness might be forgotten. So you have to also to emphasize that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's a very valuable lesson. We hope that more teachers will use this kind of strategies in their own